I sent you. So I sent you this over text, but I wanted to ask you, since you are an Xbox player, like through and through, what do you think of the handhelds and the fact that they're going to be $900?
I think that's stupid. So if I'm paying $900 for a handheld, that shit got Wi-Fi built in.
For context,
is it a phone?
This was $200.
For context, this was $700. So like,
yeah.
Why am I buying this? Because you have the Xbox app where if your phone can run it, you can play games on your phone with a little connector that makes your phone a controller.
Yeah.
So why am I buying this?
Why is it $900 fucking dollars?
Like I'm saying, like, is it acting like a phone? Does it have portable Wi-Fi?
All right, I'm going into the kick chat, bro. I can't do this. No, like the
muffler tape. That's crazy. That's fucking wild. That's wild.
It better have a part on one, and it better come with a vibration function. Oh God,
crazy.
No, but like the thing
is, do to your PC, bro. Shit, that's got tons of ports.
The
vibrate all the
thing
time.
Is, so no, bro. Wait, Roland. I just figured this out. When the new Halo game comes out, it's only going to be on the handheld. That's how they're going to get you all to buy it.
No. I still wouldn't.
Damn.
No, I would literally, somebody would fucking find a way to put it on a computer. It'd be on a computer. There'd be no way. They would never do it. They would never do that. That would be the stupidest fucking thing you could possibly think of.
What if that's the launch title with it?
It very well may be. It very well may be a launch title with it. But it's also going to launch on other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, there's no fucking way. Like, you could have this thing drop, right? And maybe the $900, the extra $200 is because you get the new Halo and the new Elder Scrolls collector's editions.
Ooh.
Like, on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, maybe I would buy that. Because if it's a $700, I still wouldn't pay $700. An Xbox is $500. I don't game that much when I'm not home. When I'm not home, I don't want to game. I'm not home.
Yeah.
If I'm going to the beach for a week, I bring my Xbox.
Yeah.
Because then I can game or watch TV. If I'm going on vacation to a place for a week, I bring the Xbox because I know that I have my apps on there and I know that I have games on there. So I know that when I'm done doing things out in the real world all day, that I can come home and watch Netflix on a TV that might be fucking 20 years old if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
bring my Xbox. I don't need a fucking the little disc, the thing. Like, the only one that needs a portable, the only fucking one that needs a portable these days is Nintendo. No one else does because Nintendo's the only one that does it, right? Mario is congruent for travel. Right? You're sitting on a plane. You don't need to be online. It's a very congruent game for traveling. You're in the back of a car for a long period of time. Like, Donkey Kong is fucking great to play. Or a Lego Star Wars game is great to play on a DS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not playing fucking Black Ops 2's campaign while I'm driving down the fucking highway in Wyoming. Like, it's not happening. Because I can't just stop and pause. It's not the same. It's really not the same. And depending on the game, is it going to take more battery life?
It definitely would.
Right?
It definitely would.
So if I'm playing Warzone on this thing, and it's probably going to take a lot more battery life than if I'm playing fucking Hollow Knight. Shout out Liam. Fuck you. I'm kidding. I love you, buddy. But, like, it's true, right? Like,
and if you
Warzone,
and if you try to play GTA 6,
this device that's like this big has to not only find a way to connect to the internet, but it also has to then connect to a server with 99 other players on it, then it's probably going to run a lot more battery life.
To be fair,
it's like watching. It's like if I'm listening to music on my phone, it's not going to take as much battery life if I'm watching YouTube videos of the music on my phone.
That'll be fair,
take up the battery life.
God of War on this thing, I can play for like 5 hours. But
single player game though. That's what I'm saying. Like, does this most of Xbox's major titles are multiplayer?
That's true.
That's why this works for Nintendo specifically.
Yeah. And this is something that is Nintendo's lane. So why are both Sony and, Microsoft trying to like get in on this?
Service argument. It's the streaming service argument. That was Netflix's and Hulu's lane. Then you got Disney, Amazon, Paramount, fucking Stars, Peacock, there's fucking whatever the new one is. I'm sure there's another one. Wasn't there one called fucking
fucking Apple has one, bro.
Apple, and then there was one called like Cruise
the free
Crunch or Views or something TV. Like,
you're thinking of Fubo TV.
That's one, I guess. Sure. Yeah, it's the streaming thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. They're like, oh, well, all of a sudden it's a good idea for us to do this. No, it isn't. Just keep making exclusive. Yeah. They need to stay exclusive.
Except I don't for PC. Get why.
I think this, right? PlayStation should have their exclusives. Xbox should have their exclusives. Both of which should be able to be played on a PC, but not PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. It would be, if I'm playing Halo, right, on an Xbox, I can play with somebody on a PC. If I'm playing God of War, let's say it's multiplayer, right? If I'm playing God of War, which is a PlayStation exclusive, let's say it's a multiplayer God of War game. Actually, there was one. God of War fucking... one of them had multiplayer. So, Arenas, maybe?
Oh, yes.
Let's say on PlayStation there's a God of War game that it's multiplayer. They can only play with people on a PC. So if I have a PC, I'm set to play any fucking game. But if you're a console player, you're still stuck to both the consoles. I think that's the way it should be.
It's the only console that I own, and I never play it. Nintendo is not for everybody, Muffler.
That's the fucking thing, right? I was just up last night playing State of Decay 2. Like, Xbox really is fucking killing it because they're able to have Game Pass. Game Pass is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if you're on PC, you're using Game Pass too. I know most of the people in our Discord use Game Pass. How do you think we like that? That's why if I hit up Star Wars Dog and King's Advisors and Daimyo and say, "Yo, let's hop on Sea of Thieves," two of us can be on an Xbox and two of us can be on a PlayStation or on an PC, and we're all playing together because we all have Game Pass. The Game Pass is the fucking kicker. Like, that's amazing. Game Pass is the best thing ever.
And I will say,
originally for Game Pass separately, and then if you just got the extended edition of Gold, which I always had anyway because I would just pay the $100 every year, you get Game Pass. So what is there to lose, really?
The thing that I always appreciated about
PlayStation 1, I really don't agree with that. I think that the Xbox through Game Pass, Microsoft is doing better because of the PC end of it.
The thing that I always have appreciated about Xbox is that PlayStation is not backwards compatible in the same way that Xbox is. You can go back and play the old ass games from the very first console anytime that you want to, as long as you've got Game Pass.
Right, so, yeah. What was it? Star Wars Bounty Hunter just came out a couple months ago for Xbox.
Yeah. But
Discord, shut the fuck up.
But you can't do that with PlayStation. But so back to the Xbox handheld thing though, is that thing gonna be is that thing gonna be able to run GTA 6? Like
that's the question. How the fuck can it do that when some Xboxes can't? Some PCs won't be able to. My computer won't be able to run Skyrim right now. 2011 Skyrim. This is a nice
my
computer,
fucking PS5 Pro.
Here's the thing. This is a perfectly good computer that I'm using right now for what I do with it. Right? I edit on it. I make videos on it. I stream on it, and I, watch fucking TV and send emails. Do all my computer work on it. But I have an Xbox for gaming because I know that this thing can't fucking run Skyrim from 2011. It probably can't even run Lego Star Wars because it doesn't have the hardware to run a video game. So that's why the Xbox's hardware is so all-encompassing. Or a gaming PC's hardware is so all-encompassing because it has to be able to run something as simple as Asteroids or Tetris and as complex as GTA 6 or Red Dead Redemption with tons of fucking poly, lights and God rays and mods that make it look even crazier.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you going to do this on a portable machine? That's where the $900 comes in because it's probably going to be able to run fucking everything, and that's why it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, but $900 for a fucking gaming console.
$1,000 so that you can take your fucking Call of Duty down the street. Like, that's retarded.
If you take that shit when you're going out to lunch, that's crazy.
You know what we used to do? When it was, I gotta go. We can't play Call of Duty anymore. Oh, dude.
Put your console in rest mode.
I got an Xbox at my house. Oh, all right. Let me take the disc out and bring it to your house. That's what you fucking do. Bro, up until last year, I still do that. I took one of my fucking consoles or one of my games. I took one of my games, brought it over to the homie's house, and we played split screen because he did not have the game. Like that's what you do. I don't need to spend $900 to do that. And God forbid, if I'm going to somebody's house and they don't have an Xbox, and I know I'm gonna be sleeping over. Like if I'm a kid sleeping over, I'll bring my Xbox, bro. I used to do that all the time.
You're just trying to.
He only has a PlayStation. Oh, he only has a Nintendo. Oh, he only has a Wii. Oh, my girlfriend doesn't have a fucking console at all, but her and I have been playing Halo together. I'm gonna bring in the Xbox. It's not fucking hard. You literally unplug.
Whereas if you bring the handheld,
you unplug two things and put the Xbox in a book bag. It's it.
Yeah.
You put the Xbox in a book bag. You put two wires in a book bag and a controller or two, and then you leave. You carry two book bags as opposed to one. But it's so fucking easy to transport, especially the new Xboxes, because they keep making them fucking smaller. I don't need this. Yeah. I'm an adult, dude. I'm not playing a game while I'm driving a car. And if I'm in the car with somebody else and we've been driving a long time, I'm probably fucking tired because I just got off the shift of driving. So I'm sleeping or listening to music or talking to you or reading a goddamn book or manga or something. Like, fuck, dude.
So
if I'm gonna play if I'm gonna play a game at all, I might fucking re-download Angry Birds or Balloons Tower Defense for fun, just to shoot some shit for a minute on my phone.
Yeah.
Something easy and mind-numbing. That's the Candy Crush, as cringe as it is, I might download that if I'm really fucking bored. Because guess what? I have a fucking cell phone. I can just download whatever game I want and play it for 5 minutes if I'm bored or if I'm waiting for a plane that is now not there. I don't have to whip out my $900 fucking portable Xbox to get a little bit of entertainment.
So you're saying that this shit's useless.
Here's the thing. When you're making I'm going to quote, I am going to quote Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. When you're making a product, have a market. It makes it so much more interesting for the customer. Because there's no one that wants this. There's no one's asking for it. No one's asking for it. What the fuck are people asking for? Exclusivity. That's what people are asking for. Stop putting Halo. The Halo's not going to PlayStation. Fuck that. That's what the true Xbox fans that have been around for 20 years are going, no, dude. That's fundamentally just wrong. That's like Mario going to everything. It's fundamentally wrong to put Master Chief on a different console. PC? No, everyone's fine with that because we want PC players to get everything. We are okay as console players knowing that we have exclusivity on one side and PlayStation has exclusivity on the other side. We are okay with that. We understand that. The thing is, we're also okay with PC being superior and PC being allowed to have everything. That's totally fine with the console players. We agree with that. Most of us understand PC master race. Yeah, we get it. But
if Halo goes on to PlayStation, though,
it's the fundamentals of it. That's what's bothering people. It's not that we can't play Call of Duty on the road. You can. They quite literally have Call of Duty Mobile on the iPhone App Store. So, like, you can play Warzone straight from your fucking cell phone and connect it to your Call of Duty account. What's the point?
Muffler. I know people that are like, Halo should not move to PlayStation. I've heard that.
I know a lot of Xbox fans are saying we don't want it. And PlayStation fans as well. Dude, I've literally watched a lot of people in Geeks and Gamers have this conversation. And there is PlayStation stands, Nintendo stands, and Xbox stands, and people that say, fuck consoles, I like PC on that panel. And they have all agreed that exclusivity is important. And I've also seen even people mention it that aren't YouTubers that game like that. I mean, Penguin Zero mentioned it. He's a gamer, obviously. But Charlie mentioned it. He's like, exclusivity is important. I think a lot of the people that grew up gaming, the people that have been here, the kids don't give a fuck. Most of these fucking kids all have PCs anyway that run better than yours and mine and everyone else's. Because you don't hit, you don't turn 5 or 6 and get an Xbox these days. You might because dad had one, but you turn 10 and you're like, I want a PC because I want to start modding Skyrim myself. Like, that's what kids are doing these days. So my cousins got. They had an Xbox, but when they both got like older, their dad built them 2 PCs because he loves computers. They had better consoles than me fucking instantly. When I was leaps and bounds ahead of them for years with the Xboxes and having all the different consoles. And they were just, boom, PCs. And the shit they could do, man. I was like, holy fuck, this is a different world. Like, but we're okay with that. I don't think that's quite fan talking. I think that's just, there's a lot of people on every side of this argument that agree that exclusivity is important.
Well, it's kind of like, would you want Kratos? I don't think that you would want him, right?
Dude, here's the other thing that you're taking away when you get rid of the exclusivity. It's the vibe of going to someone else's house to try that console. Try that. Oh man, you've been telling me about this game for months. I haven't had a chance to come over yet. I can't wait to play it. And then you might even be at your family barbecue or something, and it's like, bro, you want to sneak away real quick? You want to play a mission of God of War? Yeah, I've tried it. Yeah, you want to just go cut some shit up for 10 minutes? Let's go. Like, that's the fun of it. Oh, dude, I haven't gotten to play Halo yet. Oh, let me show you. We can run you through the open world for like 10 minutes while everybody's out back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah.
So, I get what you're saying there, that it props up the corporation, but that's the point. That's the point. We want that. As Xbox fans, we want Microsoft to be doing better than PlayStation, and as PlayStation fans, we want PlayStation to be doing better than Microsoft. That's what it is. That's what it's like a sports fucking team. When you're a console, you told me earlier, you said in chat, the only console you've ever had is Nintendo. The only console that you own is Nintendo, is what you said. So I'm telling you right now, as somebody who like is a fan of the brand of Xbox, I want Microsoft to do better than PlayStation. It's like I want my Phillies to do better than the Yankees. It's the same way. It's the same thing. Yes, it does not help me at all. Because at the end of the day, if the Phillies win, it does not fucking affect me whatsoever. Except for joy. So if Xbox is beating PlayStation, that corporation's only doing better. It doesn't really help me at all. But I'd rather them do better than PlayStation.
Would it break you inside if Master Chief appeared on PlayStation? Like,
yes,
would that like make you mad?
No, it would actually piss me off. But would it piss off Nintendo fans to see Mario on the front of an Xbox or a PlayStation?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. Yeah.
Probably.
I hate both those companies though. Sony is boning anime hard. Microsoft is super invasive now, and I will never move.
Dude, see, I understand, but that's a different sector than the Xbox itself or the PlayStation itself. Like I could go on an entire rant about how much I hate Sony for what they're doing with movies and how big of a piece of shit they are with movies. But I don't hate PlayStation players or the guys that work for PlayStation as much. Like Xbox does a lot of stupid shit. But Xbox isn't Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Like, I hate Bill Gates. But I want Xbox as a subsect of Microsoft to do better than PlayStation. It's like Roman and I were having a conversation earlier about, and we're not going to take it this direction, but just as an aside, we were having a conversation earlier about Elon, right? And I basically said, Roman was talking about Doge and things like that, and I basically said, like, I just want him to do space stuff. I don't care about that's what I want. I like the SpaceX. Do the SpaceX. Keep doing the SpaceX. The rest of it, I'm not as invested in. I mean, I am, but like that's what I really want. I want the betterment of humanity, the forwarding of technology. I want to see that in my lifetime, right? So like that's what I want you to focus on that, man. Like you got a great brain. You got a great brain. Focus on that. And stay out of the politics part. I think, but that's besides the point. It's the same thing. It's like Microsoft. I fucking hate Bill Gates. Piece of shit human being. He wants us all to eat bugs. Stupid motherfucker. But I want Xbox to do really well because I like Xbox. I don't know the owner of the Phillies, but I want the Phillies to do really well. I do know Jeffrey Lurie though, who's the owner of the Eagles, and he's the shit. He's the man.
The thing is, Roland, I just don't understand, kind of like to your point, how a handheld Xbox benefits the average Xbox player.
See, Muffler Tape, that's directly to your point, what Roman just said. How does exclusivity benefit the player? How does this benefit the player? That I can take it on the go? Like, dude, like it or not, there is still a large sector of humanity that does not leave their fucking house because of COVID. Still. That's okay. But there's also a lot of gamers that don't leave their fucking houses too. We all know it. There is a reason that there is a stigma around gamers living in a basement and not ever leaving their mom's house. There is a reason. And that's because it exists. It's the same reason why there's other stigmas around, because there's enough of it going on that it's fucking cool, right? White people do clap when a plane lands.
That's true.
It's fucking true. White people clap when a plane lands.
That's true.
It's true. And Mexicans make better food than anyone. That's also true. You go into any
that
kitchen,
is also true.
You go into any kitchen except for a Chinese restaurant. You go into any kitchen anywhere, it's all Mexican people, and they're all amazing at making your food. You can go into an Italian restaurant, it's all Mexicans back there. Swear to God, every time. I've worked in kitchens, I know. It is a true thing. They just make great food, and white people clap on Plains Land.
No, look,
I've witnessed that a lot too. I don't.
So look, my job requires that even in like snowstorms, I have to be at my job. So that's why I have this. This is the only time, or that
right.
would be.
So here's the thing: if you have to spend the night at your job, if you're a nurse, if you're doing a health care thing like you are, that's a good thing to have. If all the old people are asleep and you got nothing to do, but you have to spend the fucking night there.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
And there's no real work to be done except for sit and make sure everyone's okay. That's a good thing to have. Yeah. But $900 when you could just play a game on your phone or read a book or watch a movie or take a fucking nap.
$900. That's my fucking rent.
Like, Jesus.
Who's paying $900 when you can just like if you're going to your friend's house?
And here's the
Xbox out.
Point. Here's the crux of my point. The companies are fucking stupid, but I still want Xbox to do better. But I'm against this fucking decision.
Yeah.
I support the console. The console sitting there on a fucking counter next to a television. That's what I support. Couch co-op is what I support. Split screen Halo 2. Couch co-op is what I support.
And there's going to be two Xbox handhelds.
I know, there's 2 versions of it.
Yeah. So, what is your Xbox now? Is it 1 terabyte of storage?
No, I have a hard. Yeah, the Xbox itself is 1, I think, but I have like a 4 terabyte hard drive attached to it. But that fucking died. Fuck, you just reminded me. I don't even think. I think that happened to me during COVID, and I'm pretty sure I lost like 90% of my games.
So the Xbox Ally X. This is actually on the official site here.
Xbox Ally.
So here, look. So
what are they calling it? The Ally.
I'll show you in a second. This is the ROG Xbox Ally X. Look at this thing.
It looks good. I don't like the name.
This is it, right?
I don't like Ally as the name. I think you should have just called it something from Halo. Like you should have. You know what?
The $900 ones.
You know what they should have called it? What the fuck is Spartan? No. Well, that would work. But no, the Index. The Xbox Index.
Oh, dude.
That's the key.
Dude, that would have been hard.
The Index is the key to the Halo rings. So that would have been
you guys
great.
See
you could have called it the Xbox Index, and it would have been the key to all of your Xbox games and everything on the go. It's the key to playing Xbox wherever you're at. It is the Halo key. It is it would have been so fucking cool, dude. It's like when they came out with their fucking AI and they named it Cortana. Like, yeah, do that. That's fucking cool.
So here's my thing. You guys can see where my mouse is here. I think this one is the $900 one. It's got 24 gigs of RAM and it's 1, terabyte.
Okay, why is ROG cool, Mulford Tape? What does that mean? ROG.
And then this one is going to be the $700 one. It's got 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs.
Yeah, I don't like Alloy either, though.
So, first of all, sorry, Roland, but like the colors are ass. Like it's black and white. They should have made that shit green.
Oh, it's Republic of Gamers.
Oh, okay.
I do like that.
Okay.
I do like Republic of Gamers. But I do need to see. I need to see what they support, because do the Republic of Gamers support Sweet Baby Inc. and The Last of Us 2? Because if they do, then I don't support the Republic of Gamers.
So, is there any way that you will be copying this though?
No.
Or no?
No, I've never had a handheld in my life. Never. I've never owned a handheld console ever. I've never had a Nintendo. I've never had a PSP. I've never had any of them. Never. I have no need.
Damn. You never had a PSP? Damn.
No. Nope. Played them tons. Everybody else had them. I never did. I got my first console at like 8.
You had a Wii, right?
Yes. Lego Batman and Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga were the first 2 games that I got on there. And Wii Sports Resort.
Ooh.
Great game, dude. Great game. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. So good. So good.
Classic.
Don't even tell me they're not good, bro. If you got to the point where you beat fucking Earl in wrestling, or Daryl, then you knew what you were doing. Or not wrestling, boxing.
You mean Matt?
Matt. Earl was another one. Matt, yeah, the homie Matt at the very end. He was Mike Tyson. It was Tyson's Punch Out. He was literally Mike Tyson. But fucking
Need for Speed Underground was my shit. I loved that game.
You ever played Blur?
I love that game.
You ever played Blur?
Blur? No.
Blur was a racing game that was so fucking niche. Because it was.
Why have I heard that before?
It was Need for Speed, right? So it was all modern cars, but these crazy fucking tracks. They were all real tracks. It wasn't like they were in space or anything like that, right? But it was a racing game. You could have all these different cars. They were all modern. There was like 100 cars or some shit, and it was Mario Kart though. So you got abilities. You got like a speed boost. You got one that would flip people. You got one that would like reverse people. You got like all this other shit. You had to fire them at them. You had to hit them. And like, dude, that game was so fucking cool. Driving around in a fucking Humvee, like speeding past people fast as fuck, like in like the coolest cars. Like that game was fun. It was basically Mario Kart. It was Mario Kart for people that like cars, and I don't even like cars, and I got really into that game. I played it. It was a great game to play if you had friends over and you were younger and just like 4 people wanted to play something. Because you could have like, it wasn't a first-person shooter, you know what I mean, or Smash, Melee, or Brawl. You know, it was a Mario Kart, but if your boy was really into like trucks, he could play as a fucking truck, and your other buddy could play as a fucking Hellcat. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. It's a cool game. I liked Blur. It had very cool campaign too, because you had to use the abilities to get certain things done in the races while you were racing. And there was like shit that would happen on the maps, like as you were racing through it, like something might fall, or like parts would change slightly on some of the maps. It's cool.
Nice. Did you want to do the trailer gauntlet?
Yeah, let's go through the trailer gauntlet. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 at least trailers to go through. We don't have to go through it, but Black Ops 7 got announced.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the trailer?
I didn't, but I saw that it got announced. So we can also go through that too.
Well, Mason's back.
Really?
But it's Mason from Black Ops 2. It's his son.
Oh, okay.
And Menendez is back.
Bro, what? They're cooking with Black Ops. What?
They're continuing the story of Black Ops 2.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
That's